Happy New Year, healthy loves. You're here with Letitia Jackson, Miss Katina O'Neal. And y'all, I'm so excited to have this special lady sitting beside me, y'all. Listen, get her on the show has been everything to me because she is a powerhouse. She got a story to tell. We're going to hear all about her on today. We're talking about resetting your mind and your body. And for most of you, I know it, after the holiday, we say, hey, we're going to do a reset. We're going to do a recharge. You have all this New Year resolutions you want to do, right? And so I said, why not? Let's start the first episode and how to get started in your mind and your body. Because it takes a transformation, am I right, Ms. O'Neal? Yes. A transformation in order to get to the next level. And so why not have an expert? Y'all, she's an expert. Well, she's an expert, so you're going to hear it from her. And so I'm going to let her introduce herself. You know how we do. She'll tell you more about her, and then we'll go from there. So, Ms. O'Neal, you have the floor.
All right. Well, thank you. First of all, thank you for having me. I'm so honored to be here and just to be a guest and be around wealthy, positive people like this sister. Come on now, guys. But, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year, healthy loves. My name is Katina O'Neal. As she said, I am from this North Mississippi area. I have 3 children and 2 beautiful grandchildren. I've been in healthcare for over 25 years. I'm an indoor cycle instructor. I'm part of Transformation Tupelo, and I am also a John Maxwell certified coach, trainer, and speaker. And I love that. I love to encourage, motivate, and inspire people. So I'm happy. I'm excited to be here. So thank you again. That's all about me.
Look, she's being very modest. I promise. She's being so modest right now. But I want to have a question. How do you how do you put everything on a balance? You know, saying you're an instructor, you work in the healthcare industry, you're a John Maxwell leadership program. You got other things you didn't list. How do you balance that?
It has been a challenge.
Okay.
It was a challenge last year, so it affected my health. So I had to take a back seat. I had to say, okay, you doing too much, Tina. And so what's important to me, number one, is God and my family. And I love encouraging people. I love being a part of the John Maxwell team. It's something that I've always wanted to do. So I just do that. And I do that so I was like, well, I'm doing it this much. I could get paid to do this. I'm missing out on my money. So
exactly.
So that's why I'm doing. But it has been a struggle at first to juggle. I am now trying to prioritize it, and I'm learning to just say no.
You talking my language.
I'm learning to say no. So if it's too much and it puts me out, I just say no. But that took time because I'm a type of person, I want to please everybody.
Right.
I want to help everybody. I want to encourage everybody. But then I want to bring their problems home with me and carry their problems. And then their problems became my problems. So I had to readjust.
Exactly.
But it has been awesome journey, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I learn people like you and other important people out there.
I like when you said you have to take a step back.
Yes.
And prioritize what's important. Because a lot of times as entrepreneurs, we tend to take on so much stuff. Yes. And I don't know about you, but for me, I feel like I had to catch up, right? Catch up to where I'm trying to be, catch up to what the next person has done, to get all these goals in mind to where it can affect your health tremendously. Yes. And so for me, I would say, honestly, for me, I went to the doctor, nothing's wrong. Wow. Just maybe a little working overload. Yeah. So I would say it's very important to make sure that you have a balance on that. So when you say you prioritize and you put God first, then family. I love that.
Yes, I have to, because I know that He is the only reason that I'm here and that I'm able to talk to you and that I'm able to do the things and impact the people that I'm able to impact. I will never take on it. I will never take ownership of it. Everything I do, if God don't do it, it's not going to get done.
Right.
It's just not going to get done. So I just really trust in Him. Like I said, I have, in times past, I had taken on other people's problems because I love people and they'll bring me their problems and I'll talk to them. I mean, you listen, you know how I am. If you listen, you know I do that. Or I did that. And I would take on their problems and I didn't realize that I was making their problems my problems. And I was holding it down and I was getting so heavy till it affected my health to the point till I was sick.
Wow.
But I knew I had to reassess.
So let me ask you a question. So when you taking on people problems, right? Because we often do. I think as women we do it in general. Yes. And then you have want to encourage and inspire. You have a love for that. How easy or difficult was it for you to kind of let go of?
It was very difficult. My best friend and my husband always tell me, why are you bringing that? Why are you holding that on? And so I would pray, and he said, well, okay, if they ask you to pray about it, talk to them about it, and let it go.
Right.
I would think about it. I'm like, well, they could be doing this. I sit there and I do something else, or I text them and check on them. And it was almost like I was doing the work, and they was reaping the benefits. I was just going to ask you that. I'm like, wait a minute. And I didn't even know it, just because I just love them, and I want to see people happy. And I hate to see people hurt and go through unnecessary pain. And it just, but now I pray for them, I love them, and I move forward.
Right. I was just going to ask you, sometimes you find yourself doing more than what that person is doing. Yes. You being so involved.
And you know what? And it's almost like people will, and I know they don't mean it. I'm going to say they don't. It's almost like they'll take advantage of you, or they'll pimp your gift.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm just saying. They'll pimp your gift, and because they know, well, I know Letitia gonna pray for me, so I'm gonna pray for her. But then, have you prayed?
Well, you said you're not gonna say that, but they are taking advantage of it. Who's gonna say it?
Yes,
they just gonna say it. They
gonna
do it. I'm sorry. Yeah, pimp your gift.
Yeah, because that's what they doing. Yeah,
pimping your gift. I love it. I remember the time that we talking about how we are fast and pray for people, and then find out that person even fast. You didn't fast, you didn't starve to death.
Yes.
You done went without your favorite, and they didn't even fast. It's like, what was the whole point?
You going through all of this for them, and y'all doing it, stop doing it.
So I love how she said she put in herself first. Yes. She prioritizing. Yes. So I know you said God first and family, but are there any other ways how you prioritize what was important for you when you said, I'm gonna just do the things I need to do for Katrina?
Well, for one, I love to exercise, and I do it because, for one, that is my outlet. And if people know me, they know I'm gonna work out.
Yeah.
And when I'm working out, don't call me, don't text me, unless if it's an emergency, I can't do nothing about it right then anyway.
Exactly.
I handle it when I get finished. But that is my time. That is my time to just kind of relax. I'm either listening to some Jesus music, or I listen to a little ratchet music. That's just me. That's just who I am. So, and that's just my time. I just love to just sit back and when I'm working out, I feel refreshed. I feel so rejuvenated. And so it just makes me feel good. And especially if I go hard, or when I leave, I'm just like, oh, I felt good. That was good. I needed that.
Now, I don't go to the gym like I need to, right? But I do go at times. But how can you motivate somebody, or what can you do to help encourage someone to go to the gym and get stuck? Because you are an instructor, Pedal Life instructor.
Well,
right?
not Pedal Life anymore. I did Pedal Life. That's okay. I worked Pedal Life. I worked with them for, I guess, about 4 years from the beginning, and that business really helped me get to where I'm at now with meeting people. So it was such a blessing to me. But I do it on the side. I don't do it as often as I could, but because it was taking a lot from me. Because whenever I would get up to teach, I'm gonna give 150, and it had got to the point doing it 2 and 3 times a day, and then a week, and still working and still doing my job maximum, and still being a wife and still being a mother. It was just beginning to be too much. So I pulled back, and I felt good. I didn't feel bad because I know I had gave everything I could every time I got on that podium.
Right.
But I would tell a person, to answer your question, I would tell them to find their why. Why do you feel like you need to go work out? Like for me, for one, of course, I need to lose the weight. I need to be healthy. It's healthy for my heart. I like the way I feel. But why do you want to work out? What's the purpose? Are you going because you got an anniversary you're trying to celebrate? Or are you going because you just want to feel good, look good? What is your reason why? Because your why it's like your blueprint.
Right.
Even the Bible tells us that's your vision. In Habakkuk, write the vision and make it plain. So that serves as your why, your compass, as we'll say. And once you get that down pat, if you understand your why, you can't be stopped.
I love it. So I never thought about putting my why in the workout.
Yes. Because your health, you know, we take care of everything. We take care, we're going to look cute. We're going to get our hair done, ladies. We're going to get our nails done. You know, we're going to do those things. But the things that we don't see, our gallbladder, our kidneys, our gut, our emotions.
That's true.
Our mentally, you know, hey, now more than ever, we really need to take care of ourselves. That's my opinion.
Right. So do you feel like exercising goes kind of go hand in hand with the mental state of mind as well?
Oh, yes. I think so.
Okay.
I think it's a way of relaxing. It's a way of, if you just going in there, if you go, you can do Pilates. You know, you can cycle. You can do weights. You can jump on a trampoline, play with your grandkids. You can ride bikes. You don't have to go and get on a treadmill. There's so many other things. I always tell people, if you can't do anything, you can walk. If you got two good legs and at least 8 to 10 toes, get out there and walk.
That's true.
I mean, you know, and you don't have to walk in people say, well, I don't have a park, or I don't have a neighborhood. If you want to do it, you will make the time to do it.
Yeah, I heard that right. So she said, for those of you struggling and trying to get off your couch, she's saying, what is your why? Why are you doing it? If you want to shed the pounds, you want to feel good, a stress relief.
How bad do you want it?
How bad? I like it. How bad do you want it?
How bad do you want it?
How bad do you want it? So she's motivated me.
What praise God.
I go, period. I don't
Yeah.
go like I need to go. Yeah. So now, what I preach all the time, what's your why? Mm-hmm. Well, now you maybe
what's your why? Even in business, mm-hmm. you know why you get up and you grind and you do what you do.
Right.
But why our health is just as important. Mm-hmm. And people put that on the back burner, but we really should put that front, because if your health is not in check, how can you come to work and how can you be the mother, the wife, the sister that you need to be if you're not taking care of yourself? That's
true. That's true. I know a lot of people say they go just for their outlet.
Yeah. Oh,
just to they had a hard day at work and they go to relieve that, or they may go before they come to work too.
And it just helps you be that much better. When I work out, like it makes me, like, I don't mind talking to somebody, but if I miss my workout sometimes, or if I'm a couple of days, I'm like, I need to go work out. I just need to get away. I need to get away.
Now you do feel better though. I feel a lot better when I do it. It's the fact that
those endorphins,
it does make you feel better. So let me ask you a question. So I was kind of on your page and just kind of seeing what you got going on. And so something you mentioned a while back, and it was about what's your word of the year. Okay. And so why do you think it's important to have a word of the year?
I think it's important to have a word of the year because it's simple, it's powerful, and it makes an impact. Mm-hmm. One word can change your whole situation.
Ooh.
I'm going to say that again because
I like that. That was good.
One word can change your whole situation.
One word.
One word. One word. It doesn't take but one word. It doesn't take a lot.
The power do lie in your tongue.
Yes.
One word.
One word. It's powerful, it's simple, and it can make an impact. And you dwell on that. You don't dwell on everything that you got to do, but if you dwell on that one word, everything else align and will fall into place.
I agree. So for a person who's looking for that one word to give what's the theme for the month, the year, or whatever they have, do you have a suggestion on how they can contemplate what that word is, how to come to fruition on what that goal should look like for them?
Yes. Usually what I did when I'm thinking of my word for the year, I just start meditating. I start what do I want to accomplish this year? Mm-hmm. What do I want to do different? Mm-hmm. Because last year my word was elevate. Mm-hmm. And I saw God elevate me. This year my word is intentional. And the reason why I chose intentional is because I want to be intentional in everything that I do. Yes. I don't want to say I'm going to do it and don't do it. Right. I don't want to halfway do it and do it. I want to be so intentional that when I walk in the room, you already know what I come to do.
I love it.
I want to be intentional in my prayer time, my workout time, my work time with my husband. I want to be, just be more intentional, more focused, impactful. So find out what you just kind of I would suggest meditating. And that word, and several words will come. You're like, well, should I? And then it'll just fall in your lap. It'll
Right.
just, and I was one, and even you didn't even know my word when I got here today.
No,
you mentioned intention. I was like, that's my word of the year.
Yes.
And I was somewhere and I saw the word and I was like, that's my word. That's it. I said, that's it. So I looked it up and I was like, okay, let me make sure this word means what I want it to mean. So I looked it up in several different several different dictionary translations.
Right.
And I was like, okay, yeah, this is it.
So being intentional.
Yes.
So I know we were speaking earlier and I was like, for this podcast, I wanted to be more intentional. You know, what the message we're trying to get across. And so from that too, I learned intentional means that also you're going to have a transformation. Because you intentionally doing what you say I have to do, you're going to transform into that better version of yourself.
Come on now, sis. Y'all hear her out here preaching to me. Glory.
So I love it.
Yes.
So again, so every year we have this New Year resolution, but I like what she said, be intentional or find that one word or phrase that, and research it, see what it means so you can live by that. Because the power do lie in your tongue. So I do I love that.
Yes.
Intentional, transformational. What's your word for the year? Resetting, right? Just whatever that is for you. And so now my next question is, you're a life coach. You went through John Maxwell training. So it's a twofold question. Okay. What was that process like?
It was phenomenal. It's something I've always wanted to do. It's something I was always doing, and I didn't realize I was doing it. I love to motivate and encourage people. I love to see people take something that they thought they couldn't do and make it happen with a lot of work and a lot of prayer. That to me is just, it makes me feel so good to see people win. Like when I see you, I'm like, sis, you winning. So to see people win, that's what I want. I want to see people take a goal, look at it, and then conquer it, and then see that they overcame it and win. That makes me happy.
Right.
But being in John Maxwell was just, I was just thrown away. When I left, when I was there, let me just talk about when I was there, the conference, I got certified in Orlando back in August.
Okay. So recently?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. I went through it. My husband and I, we was, he knew I've always wanted to do it. And it's a nice investment. Okay. And he said, since this is something you want to do, let's invest in you. That right there, that did something for me. Invest in yourself. You are worth it.
Exactly.
If it's something that you really want to do.
That was my reel a couple days ago. Invest in yourself. Yes. You are worth it.
You're worth it. Yes. And that's what we did. We made an investment in my future because I just believe this is what God had called me to do. And I knew it was going to pay off in great dividends. So we invested. We went. I joined the team in April of 2022. I got actually certified in August in Orlando. And being around like-minded people. I mean, it was people from every country. Africa, Canada. I mean, just people from everywhere.
Wow.
Nigeria. I mean, it was just amazing. And they all had the same goal. It's to value people. Seeing the value in people and in value in other people. That's what everybody was there for. And it was phenomenal. I have really, really enjoyed it.
That sounds very, very exciting.
Yes,
listen,
enjoyable.
She said investing in yourself for her future.
Yes.
It's an investment. So she used to jump and say, hey, I'm going to do this. And just get the John Maxwell certification. No, she invests in herself. But also I heard you believe in yourself because now you truly investing in your purpose.
Yes.
You're investing in your purpose.
Come on now. Yes.
She understands her assignment, what her purpose is. And so when you elevate your purpose and walk right into it and don't tear right or left, just stay in what God has for you to do, He will elevate you through that process. So I'm loving that.
Yes.
And so from that process, you went through that. Now you're certified. How has life been different since you've been certified?
Life has been, I just say God has really opened up doors. It reminded me of something my mom told me years ago. Growing up, she always said, it matters how you treat people. And so I have seen people that I have met over the years when they found that I was a certified John Maxwell, because I've been doing this,
right?
But it's just something about having that backing,
exactly,
that name behind you. You know, people respect the name,
right?
John Maxwell, because he's one of the top leaders in the country. So when people find out you're John Maxwell, they know you legit,
exactly.
You know, and so people coming asking me, you know, emailing me, can you come and speak here, or can you come do this? You know, just God has just opened up doors. I mean, he really has opened up doors. And so sometimes I just it overwhelms me.
Right.
Because I'm like, do they want me, little old me? You know, little old country
Tina
from South Mississippi.
We want Tina.
You know, and I just be like, God, this ain't nobody but you.
Wow.
Only God could open up these doors for me.
Do you remember your first time you actually was called to go speak?
Yes. And it was big. I got the engagement when we was in Orlando. This lady, as a Maxwell coach, she said, we're going to be doing a retreat for our counselors, for the school counselors in the area in Lee County. And I want you to come and do a 4-hour training. I said, what? Do what? I said, well, I haven't got my certification yet. And she was like, oh, it's okay, yes. And the first thing I thought, she said, well, just let me know your fees and this and that, what you're going to talk about. And I was like, this is really happening. I wasn't even certified yet.
Wow.
And this lady wanted me to come and speak to counselors in the area, school counselors. And I remember praying about it. And I was like, Lord, I said, I don't even have a college degree. And you put me around people that are more educated than me. He said, from where I'm taking you, it
don't matter.
Yes. And so it just blew my mind. And so, I mean, ever since then, doors have just been open.
I'm getting chills right now.
I mean,
talking about
it is. And I was in Orlando when it happened, and I was just like, my husband was there with me, and he was like, well, what you gonna tell? I said, yeah.
Exactly.
And when I told them my fees, and I'm like, oh, is that too much? You know, because I wasn't used to it. I was just used to just doing it.
Exactly.
And now doing it for reimbursement.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's even better.
That's it. Y'all listen. So when people say, no, this is my fee, you have to understand they invested in themselves to get to the level that they're on. So you got to respect the fee. You just have to respect it.
Yes.
It's business. You didn't go get certified just to talk for free.
Yes. And John Maxwell, I have access. I'm giving them access to his material that he has put his hard work into, that now I have access to, I have rights to. So you're paying for those very good material that once I teach that material, give it to you, if you take that, you can take it to someone else, and we can just go around and be better humans. Right. So yeah.
But listen, that's exciting. I don't know many certified John Maxwell speakers, lady boss, entrepreneur, encourager, right? And we got Miss Katina right here beside us. Y'all better reach out and touch somebody. You better reach out and call on her. She's right here, y'all. So I'm just excited. I really am. So I have a question, if you don't mind sharing. Okay. So for a person who's looking to just start a reset, overall reset with his body and mind, what type of suggestion or what type of, I would say, step process or something you can leave behind to the listeners to how they can reset or how they can get started?
First thing I would suggest is find out what you want. I mean, if you're going to physically find out what your goals are, what you need to do. Of course, always consult your physician, a medical. So physically, if you want to reset in your body, consult your doctor. And then just begin to just take one step at a time. Don't look at the big goal. You know, we all, I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to lose 30 pounds. I want to lose. Just look at the big goal. Look at the little goal. Take one step at a time. Because those little steps will make big results. So every little step can result in a big goal. I would say that even I say that physically, that's with everything. Right. If you just find out what you want to do, what your goal is, what you need to accomplish, and just sit there and write your plan out. You know, find you a mentor. I have mentors. I think having a mentor is important. I mean, why go and recreate something somebody else already did? Exactly. I mean, I this one lady I look up to, and I'm actually looking at her now. I love her so much. And she told me something 6 months or longer ago that changed my life. And when she told me that, I said, I took that and I put it in my pocket. And I'm gonna keep that. So find you mentors, people that are already doing it, and have people in your circle that are going or has exceeded where you want to go. If you want to be a millionaire, if you want to have more, and that's not about the money, but I mean, I need some money. I'm just saying. But if you want to be better, if you want to be healthy, like my best friend, she on me. Like, did you work out today? What you meal prepping? You know, one of my friends. What are you praying today? What is God speaking to you today? Have people around you that's going to keep you in check, that's going to help you, that's going to say, okay, get it together. But then I always say, sis, it's okay. It's okay. So what if you did it? It's okay. You know, just regroup and start over tomorrow. So have people around your circle that will encourage you, and just take one step at a time. Don't try to take the big picture and go from there. You'll get overwhelmed and you'll quit. And that's how people do. They try to do too much too fast and they quit. But if you take one little step at a time, they make big results.
I love that. So y'all, Miss Katina has dropped so many golden nuggets on tonight. But if nothing else, take just something she said tonight and start there.
Yeah.
Just start right there. Just start. I'm going to change. So if you think about the word for the year, the word for the month, how I make changes, just take one step at a time. And you will see the bigger goal. Y'all love that. I love that. So, Miss Katina, one more question.
Okay.
All right. It's going to be an easy question. It's going to be easy.
Let me brace myself.
So, John Maxwell has several books.
He does.
Okay. So, do you have a favorite book? And if you do, why?
I do. One of my favorite books, Developing the Leader Within. Because I can't help develop you if I'm not developed on the inside.
I love it.
I love that. Developing the Leader Within. And it's actually 2 parts. I have read that book. I have been reading that book since August. I've read it probably 3 times. I just keep reading it because I keep getting good stuff out of it. And it keeps showing me myself. So I just read it over and over. But yes, Developing the Leader Within is one of my favorite books by him.
That's awesome. I love what you said. You keep having reflection of yourself.
Because I'm like, God, you ain't through working with me. I know this hurt. Ouch.
So listen, I love it. A reflection of yourself.
Yes.
You keep showing up. You keep seeing yourself, and you can improve and get better and better and better at it. So y'all, again, Miss Katina O'Neal here with us on today. She got some great things coming up. So I'm gonna let her just share what she got coming up, so we can join her on her next venture.
All right. Well, thank you again for having me. And thank you all, your listeners, for just listening. And well, we did have a conference coming up this week, but because of low participation, we decided to just reschedule it till later on in the year. Okay. And I'm okay with that because everybody don't want to invest in themselves. So if you listening to this, if you want something different, you got to do something different.
I love it.
Invest in yourself. You are worth it. I mean, how are you going to ever get to where you want to be? You got to do something different. So come on. Pay the money. Do whatever you got to do. Also, I am going to be doing some mastermind classes that if you follow me on all my social handles, you'll see it. I'll be posting those in the next couple of weeks. Okay. And also, Transformation Tupelo is something that I'm really involved in. I didn't mention it in the beginning. It's part of the John Maxwell leadership team as well. If you follow me on social media, I will be posting more about that as well. We do roundtables, and we do 7 weeks. It's 7 to 8 weeks where we just talk about different values. Okay. That is phenomenal. Churches are doing it, communities are doing it. It makes such a big impact. So that's what I got going on. Not a whole lot right now. I do have a big announcement coming up in the next month. Okay. But you got to wait to see. I can tell you what it is.
Wait.
You got to wait. You got to follow her and you got to follow me to see what it is.
So tell us, what are your handles name on social media?
On Instagram, I'm Motivate with KO. That's K-O-K-O, Katina O'Neal. You can also find me on Facebook, Katina O'Neal, Katina Nix-Oneal on Facebook. And I'm on LinkedIn, and just follow me. I try to post a little bit. I post my little workout stuff. I love to work out, and I try to give you some positive chats, phrases here and there because everybody needs some encouragement.
They do. We didn't mention your Motivate with KO.
My podcast.
Yeah, tell about your podcast. Listen, come on.
I love. Look, when she told me her podcast was live, I said, "Ooh, child." I said, "I got to act right." And she said, "To be yourself." I said, "Okay, then."
Yes.
But yes, I do have a podcast and a radio show. My radio show is on Envision Broadcast, and you can find that everywhere. My podcast is Motivate with KO, where we inspire, motivate, and encourage you to live a healthier life, spirit, soul, and body. You can check me out on most digital platforms. But right now, I don't have anything new right now. This season I'll open back up in March, so get ready. We got some awesome guests, and I'm hoping sis will be on one of our guests on our show one day. And so I'm just excited. But yes, check me out, Motivate with KO. I love you to listen. Tell me how you like it. Tell a friend. Click like, subscribe. Y'all know what to do.
Well, you all, listen, it has been very, very fun. I'm glad for y'all tuning in, listening to the wonderful Katina Oneal. I've learned so much from her today. I got some notes I got to go back and jot down so I can incorporate in my year. But listen, I found me a new friend. I've claimed her. My sister. She don't know it yet, but she's my sister now.
Yes,
okay?
Yes, we are.
So remember, y'all, I love y'all. Y'all my healthy loves. And y'all have a good night. Bye.
Bye-bye.